Hello, my name is Nancy. I am the owner and founder of Life Outside Gear Exchange, which is located in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, on Treaty 6 territory and traditional homeland of the Métis. We are at 514 Clarence Avenue South. Our social handles are at Life Outside GX, and our website is lifeoutsidegx.com, or just Google Life Outside Gear Exchange and you'll find us. We are a consignment store for high quality, gently used outdoor gear and clothing. And we also have a tourism branch, which is called Life Outside Tours, which provides gear rentals and kayaks and bikes, and in this case, our paddling trip. We are guiding a 5-day paddling trip in August from the 21st to the 25th. It is guided by myself, Nancy, and my partner, Matt, who's in the canoe there holding a fish, and he's actually on Kingsmere Lake, which is the lake where we will be paddling and navigating through in August. So this video is some information that we provided during information meetings, and we wanted to put it online so that someone can take a peek and learn on what to expect. If they're curious about joining this trip or maybe future trips, you have an idea of what we will provide with Life Outside. So in this slideshow, we will provide the trip route, the gear, what is provided, what is needed by you, and then safety measures, and answer any questions that were asked during the meeting. So to start the trip route, that is a picture, both those pictures are on Kingsmere Lake. We've guided this trip with both family and friends for over a decade. It's Kingsmere Lake flows into Waskesiu, so we have to travel from Saskatoon to Waskesiu, and that's included with the trip package. We will travel together, and we arrive and check in with the park. We unload and we start our journey. So that first day, we do both some paddling, and we go on a portage trail. The portage trail is one of the best that you might get in Saskatchewan because it has rail carts on a railroad track to push your gear. So we work together, and we go we have lots of time that first day to do that. Our first night, we intend to camp possibly at North End, if the wind is with us and we're doing great for time. But there is another group site both at the south end, kind of at the bottom of the portage trail, or also a group site on the east side of the lake. So we're going to probably just paddle a few kilometers, camp at that east side route, camp at that campsite, and then continue on to the route and camp at North End the next day. So this paddling trip is unique because a lot of paddling trips, you're picking up camp, packing up every morning, you're going to the next spot, packing up, going to the next spot, rivers and lakes, and we might be offering some of those opportunities in the future. But for this first trip, we are doing what I think is just a great way to experience this area of Saskatchewan, which is base camping at the North End campsite. One, it has an awesome group site. And then it's also just a great placement to explore the area. So every day that we're there, from days 2 to 4, we'll be having opportunities to go paddling. So even though we're going to have all of our tent and our group gear at the North End campsite, we will be paddling every day. There's a Bagua Loop, it's called, on the lake. There's also a hike and a partial paddle into Grail's cabin. And there's also just some paddling on Kingsmere to explore across the point to Peace Point. There's another great area, and lots of fishing opportunity and beaches to go find and swim at. But also it's what you want the trip to be. So if you want to stay back at our awesome campsite and rest or read or hang out, there's opportunity for that. So, and then on day 5, we paddle back. So we go back, which is about 16 kilometers back, and then we do our portage and travel home. So it's a bit of a day, but definitely doable in that time frame. So this is just a glimpse of where we will be paddling. At the bottom or south end of the map here is the Kingsmere River Trail, you'll see. So that's where we'll be going into. And then there's that south end campsite that I spoke about if the wind was really not favorable to travel. But if not, we're going to do that Kingsmere River Trail, do a portage, and then go to probably Westwind campsite that first night, depending on our conditions. And then we will have a night there and pack up and travel on to North End. So that's at the north campsite right at the top, and that's where our base camp will be. From there, we will do some traveling on some paddling days, going over to Peace Point, maybe to Blade Bone Spa campsite to do some fishing. And then one day there'll be the opportunity to do the whole Bagwell Loop. So we'll do that for a day trip, and then also do a day trip to Grey Owl's Cabin. So there's lots to explore, and the way we set it up with going to the North End campsite, it just really allows you to take it all in without having to pack up and move every day and kind of carry all that gear with us. So that is a glimpse of what the trip looks like. The gear. Essentially, we provide everything. So even those camp chairs there, we can provide for everyone who registers, and that is the beach at our North End campsite. So it's just a beautiful area, and then the campsite's back in the forest. We provide everything of group gear for paddling and cooking. So we take care of all of that. We also provide any sleeping gear that you need. So we have awesome backcountry tents, thermarest, sleeping bags, even camp pillows, and everything that'll make you comfortable in the outdoors, and also waterproof bags for your gear. So dry bags, so that your stuff is protected. So essentially the only thing that you need is, clothing that you feel comfortable in, and it's good for layering for different temperatures, a water bottle, and snacks and things for comfort. So things that you know that you like to have along when you're doing outdoor adventures. That's a water filter that's hanging from the tree. So we do water filtration system, we do hand washing station. There's an outhouse at the North End campsite. So it's a very comfortable place to have your base camp. And the tenting situation is great as far as like the tent spots for this area. So it's a great, it's all inclusive, as they say. So we take care of the group gear, and that includes the food. So we say as guides that we can't control the weather, but we can control the food. So we will be taking care of that part of it. So 3 square meals a day, and we include appetizers and desserts for our supper meals. And yeah, we love to have good food outside. And so that's part of the journey. So you can look forward to that when you're registering with us for a trip like this. Some safety measures, just to emphasize, there's Matt hanging in a hammock. You don't see him chilling out like that very often, but that was a trip we were just doing, the two of us, so he had a little bit extra time. He's a registered nurse, and he's worked in the ER for some of his the past decade of his career. He has certification to guide level 1 and level 2, so that's flat water and moving water. This is a flat water trip. We are not going in moving water where there's rapids to navigate, for example. In the park, it's well maintained, and they have strict rules about how things are put away, including using the bear hangs, which is just keeping all smelly stuff up away from the campsite. So that is part of the camping experience. The park monitors all that and wants to make sure that not just us, but other participants in the park aren't doing things that will attract bears into the area specifically, is what they're worried about. We do a park check-in at the park office when we come, which provides them with everybody's name and information, and our date and timeline too, so they kind of know where we are. We also have a satellite phone so that folks can have or we can call out to people. There is no Wi-Fi in the spot that we're going to, which I think is a great thing. And even if there was, we love to encourage participants to really unplug as their way and just take the time to be disconnected. But for safety measures, it's always important to have that connection. We also do pre-trip teaching and packing. So we go through things in a group meeting and give opportunity for pond practice on the before the trip too. And then of course we do necessary waivers and provide necessary lists so you know what's coming and can provide us with any necessary information that we need to know as guides. So that's some safety measures. So this is, these are both, oh no, the picture on the left, I should say, with an Irish tourist there. We took him on Kingsmere and he loved it and did this exact trip. So it's just a beautiful route. The scenery is incredible. I think August is the best time to paddle, June and August, with like less bugs and kind of cools down in the evening for great sleeping, a little bit darker. But the water is still warm for swimming and enjoying. And I just think this is a great route and we're really excited to take people on this trip. We have 8 people registered already. So we do have 2 more spots available. So if you are interested, we would love to have you join us. There is all the information provided for how our deposit works and paying half and then paying the full online on our website. You can always call the store too, 306-371-3690, and we can give you like that outline too. But yes, we are excited. We have a fantastic group who's already registered. So Matt and I will be guiding, and then we'll have 2 people doing assisting us with some of the trip too. So we'll have really good experience of people, and we also have wonderful both canoes and kayaks for you to choose from. So we'll be, as part of our waiver, we send out preferences and all your dietary needs, and some of that will be what your preference is for canoeing and kayaking. One of the questions that we had was about sleeping arrangements. We have backcountry tents for everybody to have their own sleeping like to have their own tent, and so you have privacy in that matter. You don't have to share with folks. However, if you're coming with a friend or with a sister or somebody or a spouse, and you want to share, then you can just indicate that to us, and so we would just do one tent. But yes, that was one question that was asked, and the quality of gear is really top notch to keep you warm and comfortable and waterproof. We did have a question about bad weather, so we can't guarantee perfect weather, but we can always hope for it. And it's planning. You do plan for the worst, so we always bring tons of different tarps and things that to help us to be comfortable. But one thing I've learned with going on many multi-day trips is the weather is never horrible the whole time. So not horrible, but like unpleasurable or not how you would want it. Even if there's forecast of rain, very rarely does it rain the whole day. And so it will open up those pockets of times to really enjoy. Of course, we will work with what we have, and my prediction is going to be even warmer than we want. We'll have to be jumping in to swim, and it'll be awesome. But you can still do a lot of what you were hoping to do, even if the weather isn't perfect. But yeah, over the 4 days where we're really like enjoying, there'll be lots of opportunity to take advantage, and we make those calls as guides too, because we'll have the 2 of us and then also some assists. We will also give option for people. So if you did the big hike to Grey Owl's cabin, and then the next day you just wanted to hang back and sit in the hammock and read most of the day and not do another paddling adventure, we can provide that opportunity with someone staying back, account for safety measures, and just letting you have your solo time or whatever it may be. So we really want this to be your best experience for you. What creates paddling, just a great paddling experience. So we love this trip. We love going canoeing and kayaking. We love taking people who want to be out there. And so it's just, yeah, a joy and just a really exciting thing for us to be guiding this trip, and we hope to do further trips, other trips in the future. We've been really excited by how much interest there was right off the bat for registration of this one, and we have had inquiries about, you know, parent and child trips, which we'd love to facilitate too, or an all women's trip, or maybe an all guys trip. These are things that we'd love to facilitate, and we've paddled extensively in Canada and on different style rivers. So we would be happy to expand this as the market demands. So anyway, this is our first trip with Life Outside Tours. We've been running almost 5 years our store, and we've grown all of our gear rentals, and we've grown in our space and capacity to host these things. So yeah, we're really looking forward to this trip. If you have any questions personally, my email is nancy@lifeoutsidegx.com. But you can always inquire through the store with a call or text, or just peek around us online. And yeah, I hope this was informative for you. And thank you for visiting our site and this information. And we are here for any more other questions in person to have conversations. Thanks for your time. Bye for now.